All right, deck tech. So yeah, let's run back basically the same list as last time, but with Bonecrusher Giant here instead of Soulscar Mage. And I know Soulscar Mage seems like a mainstay of any Prowess archetype, but we've cut it in the past sometimes to make room for Immolator or other things, and I think it's the most cuttable Prowess creature. The question, of course, is Dragon Rage Channeler going to be better? And I think the answer is going to be yes. It's a little bit less explosive. You cannot quite get these insane turns where you attack for like 7 damage with like flashing back 2 lava darts or anything. But on the other hand, it does help us filter our draws, so it gives us a little more longevity. We can also play turn 1 Dragon Rage Channeler and get value immediately off of Mishra's Bauble. This, of course, gives us 8 ways to immediately get value off of Mishra's Bauble, either through an immediate Prowess trigger we can attack with a Swiftspear on turn 1, or immediate Surveil triggers off of Dragon Rage Channeler, which can be very important, especially if we're mana screwed and we're looking for extra mana sources. Actually, the number of hands I can keep because I have Dragon Rage Channeler and Mishra's Bauble is actually surprising. Which is not to say it's a lot, but it's more than you'd think. Yeah, I'm not sure what else to say. Actually, somebody did mention the possibility of playing Lurrus in this deck, and that is a consideration. But actually, it's funny though, because if I wasn't playing Bonecrusher Giant, then it might be worth it to kind of try to accommodate a main board, enough white sources to play Lurrus in the main deck. Could be, but believe it or not, I still would want Jegantha as a backup companion in case I'd have to bring Blood Moon in, because Blood Moon comes in a lot of matchups, as you can see. It's also way better than Alpine Moon. It's not even close. Alpine Moon definitely is great against Urza Saga and against Tron, and it's definitely better against just specifically Urza Saga, and if you're not worried about any other non-basics, and it's better specifically against like Green Tron. But it is certainly not better against Eldrazi Tron. It is certainly not better against almost everything else where you're trying to mana screw them and whatnot. So it's not a realistic replacement. And yeah, but on the other hand, we do have to lose Bonecrusher Giant, and Bonecrusher Giant is a huge upgrade in my opinion to the deck. It's a burn spell and a creature in one. We've always liked to play it. Is it worth it alone to to lose out on the ability of splashing a few white lands and playing Lurrus like we did in the past? Maybe, maybe not. But I think the fact that we accommodate Blood Moon in the sideboard is definitely a plus. And yeah, I think that kind of tilts the balance of the balance of all things considered way in favor of just doing a Jegantha kind of build. Plus, Jegantha is kind of better against burn spells a lot of times, with which there's a lot in the format. Because sometimes they have to use 2 spells to take care of Jegantha, whereas they could only use 1 spell to take care of Lurrus. And Sir Lurrus would draw a card off of Mishra's Bauble, but anyway, Jegantha is obviously not better than Lurrus, but it's still not bad. In any case, let's see how the games go. Yeah, we hit Delirium super quickly. Seal of Fire, Mishra's Bauble. 8 sorceries this time because we're playing Firebolt again. 8 instants, Lightning Bolt, and Lava Dart. 16 main deck creatures. 4 enchantments, 4 artifacts, 4 fetch lands, in case we need to put lands in the graveyard. A very, very nice mix of instant sorceries, artifacts, enchantments, creatures, lands. Delirium should never be easier to hit, and then DRC is both a good value card and hits pretty fast, pretty quickly. So, alright, let's see how this goes. Okay, match 1. Same list as before, just Bonecrusher instead of Soulscar. Just can't help but feel like Dragon Rage Channeler, aside from getting Delirium very quickly in this build, also keeps the gas flowing. Like here, it's almost certainly better to have Dragon Rage Channeler than to have Soulscar Mage. That's nice, but I think I'm going to put it to the graveyard. Now that's a little, yeah, that's a little too good, I think, to pass up. See, and I have Delirium already. But of course they might just play Solitude. Okay, that's fine. I'm surprised I didn't want to counter Abbot. I know it seems like I'm being too super aggressive, but this deck is definitely more on the aggressive side. I couldn't help but think that Bonecrusher Giant there was better than Soulscar Mage. Swiftspear, though, having haste is a little too nuts to pass up. Okay. I'm going to call this Azorius Control. Usually splash a few other colors. Lavender is cool, but I think we can probably cut it. The rest seems pretty good. Okay. Now this is a little dubious. I'm gonna mulligan. Ooh. Yeah, much better. No early pressure in that last hand. Yeah, it sucks to put Blood Moon to the bottom, but I think Swiftspear into Bauble. I see, there's another one. Into Light Up the Stage is a lot better than that 7-card hand I had. Let's see if this resolves or if it gets countered. Nice. Yeah, maybe I'll call this Bant control. Bant Reclamation. Alright, well this is probably getting countered, but I'm following my philosophy of just going for it. Seems very reasonable. Oh. Maybe not bad. This has reach, so gotta keep that in mind. And hopefully they don't catch me with some type of shark. Alright. Well, not bad for a mulligan to 5. I bet you they didn't even notice a mulligan to 5. They don't seem like the most observant players. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah, I'll keep it. Alright. Alright, perfect hand from them, but we'll still beat them, don't worry. No wilderness bullshit. Or endurance bullshit. Alright. I'll play Keral. Okay. If I draw land, I can... Okay. Alrighty. Easy peasy. So that's what happens when we don't mulligan to 5. Yep. Match 2. Oh yeah. What is up with this Professor Onk's Prestige 2 times in a row? Not Professor Oak, Professor Onk's. Or Onyx. This version is the Blitz. We might be up against a burn, but that's fine. We'll take a little extra damage. We're definitely putting the pressure on them. Okay, it doesn't seem like burn, otherwise you'd think they'd play like with one another. So it's the land destruction deck. Okay. That's fine. I almost thought I missed my attack step for 1 second. That would have been disastrous. Oh man, and that was what we call a blitz. You know, ironically, no, you know, let's just play this. I was thinking about sneaking Blood Moon in, but most of their cards are red. They only play white for a few, like finishers and stuff, I think. I remember Blood Moon screwing them over before, which is ironic because you'd think the land destruction deck would play Blood Moon, but I don't think it does. The problem with mulliganing is that you can't keep these you can't keep these hands with fewer cards. Okay. Getting close to delirium already. Okay. Let's just play Bonecrusher. Chandra, Torch, and Defiance. I'm surprised that they don't try to kill my Bonecrusher. Good thing we still have a stomp right here. And I almost want to just play Giant Lava Dart Flashback. I think I will. It's just worth a lot more to just get on board. Pretty easy. Alrighty. Shadow Torch of Defiance. Good thing held out the stomp. Oh. Could hit that token. Yeah, I'm gonna hit that token. Alrighty. I'm sure if they realize the interaction. I can pay 3. Now they can tick down on it though. Hearing the Harbinger. Oh, never mind. I'll let be E. Now the only problem is these are not 3/3s yet, but they're right on the cusp. Just need an instant sorcery or enchantment. What is up with like not seeing any? Oh yeah, because I guess things got exiled somehow. for Sanctifier and back. I guess we need Ratchet Bomb for Sanctifier. Blood Moon could actually help too. Blood Moon can make it so they can't even play it in the first place. Yeah, we may want that. I think we're definitely starting with the idea that we want 4 Blood Moons. I like Lava Dart, but maybe Lava Dart can go. I like Firebolt, but maybe Firebolt can give away for Ratchet Bomb. Just a thought. Plus Ratchet Bomb can hit the Planeswalkers, it's not completely... It's not completely dead. Outside of Pro Red, okay. Well, this hand would seem to have potential. I like cracking fetches. Somehow it feels like you're accumulating value with it in your deck, but I know it's not really how it works, but somehow it feels that way. It's basically for DRC. Okay. Alright, well. We'll attack and see if they block. Man, they really don't respect us. Alright, well maybe Blood Moon helps out. Maybe, maybe not. It helps out against Nahiri. Chandra, not as much. Yeah, next turn I just need to play, light up the stage, and I have Delirium. Yeah, that's fine by me. Get the emblem until next turn. Ready. Let's see. I think Blood Moon might be doing work here. Oh, 80 on 1 is nice for them. I don't want to just lose my Abbot for no reason. Maybe I shouldn't have played Swiftspear, but you never know if they played Chalice of the Void or something. And they are certainly doing a number on our life total. Forgot about those tokens. Well, at least they don't have good blocks if I attack this way. I don't get another Anger of the Gods. Okay. Is this lethal? This is lethal. GG's. Oh man. I almost went for the Planeswalkers, forgetting that, like, wait a minute, this is lethal. Alrighty. Oh man, what a nail biter. Alright, match 3, and man, oh man, is this deck fun to play. This might be the most fun of my Prowess or red variants that I've made. Holy moly. I love playing this deck. Oh yeah. Blitzing people with mono red. Oh yeah. Yeah, I should have done that on their upkeep. Another Chalice of the Void. Oof, good to keep in mind. Good thing I'm I'm packing Bonecrusher Giants now too. Maybe I can squeeze just enough Prowess creatures in here. Yes, take that damage. Yes, just play Chalice on 1. Actually, we don't want you to play Chalice on 1, but we want you to just forget and not. Should I just play Seal of Fire to just push more damage? Probably so. I don't want to be clever. They might have some way to stonewall us or something. Well, that's not stonewalling us. Is this GG? Oh, wow. That is what you call a blitz. The feeling of getting these quick kills, it's exhilarating. The Mike Tyson flurry of punches. Or nowadays, I guess, the Tyson Fury. Wouldn't that be crazy if 2 of the greatest boxers of all time share the name Tyson, although one's first name? Because he was named after Mike Tyson, but whatever. And of course, many people don't think Mike Tyson's one of the greatest boxers of all time. I think in his prime he was, but whatever. I think Lava Dart is probably cuttable. Although Lava Dart is delicious under Chalice, though. Yeah, I don't know if we need Seal. We need Ratchet Bomb. Two Lava Darts, maybe. And 2 Shenanigans. That's just how important I think removing Chalice is for us. We have some more enchantments in the form of Blood Moon. We might be going overboard on the Chalice hate, but especially on the draw, Chalice just threatens to completely annihilate us. Dang, wish I had that on turn 1. Don't Chalice me, bro. I think I'm chalicing me, bro. Okay. I do not want to get mana screwed by that thing. If I can land Blood Moon will turn all of these islands into mountains again. Well, at least the non-basics, not the basics. Alright, let's try to land Blood Moon when we can, although they do have a basic, whatever. Yeah. Pretty good, pretty good. This is now a mountain, good to know. Oh no, they didn't play basic plains. I've got a feeling that they've got Aether Dust. Oh, okay, never mind. That was an incorrect feeling. I just don't know why they're not playing the basic planes. They need to hit our like ratchet bombs or something, because so I'm deathly worried about some type of sweeper. So much so that I'm making the clearly more inefficient play here. I'm gonna just play another moon. Yeah, because I just don't want to get juked by Terminus or something, I don't know. Alright, well, instead it was them who got juked by Blood Moon. Alright. Maybe I was playing way too cautiously, but I don't know. It seemed like we were winning. I didn't want to throw the game unnecessarily. Okay. Okay, match 4, let's see. And we're facing a ton of butts. Okay, I'll keep. This hand is not ideal, but we're going to fetch first. If we're facing mill, we want to minimize the chances that they have Archive Trap, but of course they could quad Archive Trap us right here, and we might just lose on the spot. Okay. Okay. I could play light up the stage, but I'm going to go for the bone crushing instead. I'm going to go for bone crushing. So many control decks lately. Alright, well, if this sticks, we're in good shape. But if not, at least it diverted a counterspell. Okay. Okay. I think we want to do this. I think we'll Firebolt. We can hold up Seal of Fire on Ragadashing. See if they bolt in response. Okay, they got it. Alright, let's do it again. Okie dokie. This is why I favor Swiftspear over Soulscar. Like, they would be at an extra 4 life here. The haste is obviously, I think most people would agree the haste is huge. Alright, that's another blitz. I'm going to call this Blue Moon. Why on earth are we seeing so many Blue Moon decks lately? I don't think Blood Moon is good against the Blood Moon deck. I do think they're playing Murktide, so I do think some number of relics are probably necessary. Whew. I guess we have to cut Seal of Fire. Seal of Fire is a sweet card, but I think the rest of these cards just have better potential for damage output. The Drag Race Channeler can still get Delirium. The fact that Dragon Race Channeler gets flying is also huge, because that means sometimes if there's a board stall, they can just fly over and we can finish off with burn. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. I don't know if I can keep this. Den of the Bugbear is sweet, but I mean 6 lands, that's a little much, I think. Well, yeah, we mulligan the last hand. Can't. Let's not be too picky, right? This sucks. Maybe I should have kept the last hand. It would have just gotten mana flooded to oblivion, though. And this hand is Relic. Who knows, this hand might be doing work. And the Relic might be doing work. Please, exile counterspell. Oh, dang it. Now this is going to get insta-killed, but whatevs. Gonna steal my Relic. Okay, cool story. If they want to get card advantage off of it, they still have to crack it though. You can still double bolt a Murktide for what it's worth. Alright, looks like double bolting Murktide is what we have to try to do. Hopefully they don't have Spell Pierce. But clearly it's the correct move to try. Okay, good, good, good. Okay. Dang it. The mana screw really hurting here. Let's go for it again if they don't counterspell. Yeah, they're thinking about it. Another Murktide region would still be a little problematic. Even if it's only a 5/5. Just holding up in case of Rakadashing. We know they got counterspell. We can just feel it in our bones. We can feel it when we do our taxes. And as the world pulled over our eyes to blind us from the truth. What is the Matrix? Alrighty, that's a big Murktide. Maybe we can race it though, who knows. Well, if they've got a lightning bolt, and they've got us dead to rights, and there's really nothing we can do. And they probably have a counterspell for this, but it means the last card in their hand has to be lightning bolt. Okay, that's fine. Do use Gutsits. Okay, I think these Gutsits. Either that or they've got like another blocker. Okay, that's sort of another blocker. So I've got choices. Which am I more worried about? Counter or creature removal? Well, I guess actually I don't have a choice because I don't have enough mana. Alright, I guess that's GG. That was close though. Alright, let's run it back. I mean, I think we actually kind of did admirably. I think we did admirably considering. Alright, let's go. I think we mulliganed. Yeah, we mulliganed and we had like a 1-land hand for a long time. So let's see. I mean, we can't win them all, so if we don't win this one, whatever. Any win we get with the budget deck feels really awesome. Might be incorrect to lead off on fetch land, but gosh darn it, I like doing it. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see here. Okay, I was worried they were going to go after my relic. I don't want them to steal my relic again. But getting Swiftspear and Mishra's Bauble is a little too good to pass up, in my humble opinion. Even if it does expose us to them stealing relic. It is what it is. Alrighty. I think there's a lot of advantages not to putting Jegantha to hand. Stealing relic is just one of them. The other is a sudden sneaking Murktide into play. The other is using Lava Dart to save Swiftspear. There's a lot. The other is holding up for Ragavan. There's a lot of advantages. I needed to play Den because I could attack next turn with Bugbear. We'll see. We're not quite lethal yet, but we're actually getting surprisingly close. Okay, if they want to steal that, that's fine. I'm not in any imminent danger from my own Swiftspear. Now the only problem is once this hits the yard, they might be able to play Murktide. Now that's kind of a weak Murktide. Still, I might need to crack relic. I can probably wait on that. So, for better or for worse, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to flashback Firebolt. If it flushes out something, that's fine. Okay, but I just don't want to lose this when I play Relic. Unfortunately, they might still play Murktide now. Okay, I may be able to cobble together enough burn to deal with that. Or at the very least, I can land Jegantha. Or I can attack with Den of the Bugbear. That might not actually be a bad idea. I mean, it's threatening a lot of damage, but they could just block the token. If they go down to 5, they're virtually dead. Yeah, for better or for worse, they didn't seem, but of course, they might have force negation. Okay, good. We got a little goblin buddy. Should we play Jegantha or Abbot? Let's play Abbot. Yeah, this way we're not tapped out. Maybe I shouldn't auto-yield Swiftspear, but they could easily just bolt something in response. Eventually they're going to have to run out of counterspells and stuff. They play 20 lands just like me, I think. If they have a few more fetch lands, I don't think that really changes that much. Jeez, they're just never drawing land. More counterspells? Alright, we'll save the stomp for next turn. Let's see if they steal it. Alright, that's fine. When are they going to start drawing more lands? That's not more lands. Well, I guess that's a land. Okay, let's see. More counter magic. Jeez, when is this ever gonna... No, 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 no. Dang it, man. Whatever. I gotta stop auto-yielding, but I mean, I don't know. I still have to respect racket dashing, to be fair. More land, finally, and just still endless gas. Why 0? I don't understand 0. Alright, let's play Jegantha finally. Probably it'll eat a Archmage's Charm, but at least they won't be drawing 2 cards off of it. Okay. I don't get why they played an EE on 0 though. Like, why? Oh, for my Goblin token. That's why. Alright, they just give up. Alrighty. Okay, match 5 for all the marbles. Let's see. I'm reluctant to keep this hand, but it's got mana and spells. This is one situation where Soulscar Mage might be better. Let's look at the top card of our library. See what we have. Since this is probably a control deck, I'm not super thrilled about that. Yeah, much better in my humble opinion. I'm going to try to Bonecrush in a turn. That's sneaky, waiting to the second main phase to see if we see if they can catch us auto yielding. Very sneaky. Very, very sneaky. Alright, let's play Abbot, shall we? Because this is a significantly worse card to bounce. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Yeah, if they want to bounce Abbot, be my guest. Okay. I guess they don't want to bounce Abbot. Alright, how about this? I could play light up the stage, but the problem is next turn I'm going to want to play this Abbot off of exile. So I don't want to do Lava Dart just yet. I don't know though. Maybe I should Seal of Fire this thing. Nah. I can always Seal of Fire it later, if need be. No, that's Fairy. Oh, Sharp Typhoon. That could be worthwhile to hit with Seal. Alright. I think we'll do this. And I'm gonna, for better or for worse, I'm gonna hold on to the light up the stages. We could have a very lit up turn next turn. Okay. That is what it is. Take care of Abbot. Ooh, sassy. Well, they still could be in for a super painful turn. Let's see here. 7. We can push 4 more damage, but that's not lethal. Solitude, I'm guessing. They're gonna give us the Tude. Okay. Okay, so Verdict is fine. Supreme victory. Perfect. If they counter this, then they can't use Flip. Alright, let's just go, because I'm a little bit worried about a Cryptic Command. Oh, I should have been worried about that, I guess. Oh, I could have Lava Darted. Dang it, man. Why didn't he be able to tell me? Could have Lava Darted. Oh no, I couldn't have Lava Darted Chalice, right? You have to bounce into the Bugbear. Or not. Solitude. Okay. They should have bounced it. They should have bounced it. And Ratchet Bomb and Shenanigans. And like I've said before, I think Seal of Fire is the weakest link. It's a good card, don't get me wrong, but it's just the weakest link. And I think Firebolt also. The creatures are just so critical. Man, Firebolt though is good. You know what? Firebolt is probably better than Mishra's Bauble. Because it can just do so much damage. It might make her mana a little more awkward. But I'm willing to run that risk. I think 2 Lava Darts is where we want to be. Jeez, no, I think this hand is too dirtily. Well, this hand is less dirtily, but it also is more sus. But I have to keep it. If somehow I can connect with Dragon Race Channeler, maybe I can get the mana I need to play this Blood Moon on curve. Who knows? And maybe juke him. Maybe juked that other Azorius control deck. Okay. So what are the odds this gets countered? Probably pretty high, huh? Alright, fine. I kinda like that, but I also kinda want that to go to the bottom. Alright, folks, I'm gonna go for the Mega Juke. If they've got another counterspell, they've got another counterspell. They've got another counterspell. Yeah, I mean, we still got a fairly aggressive clock here, though. Maybe after Supreme Verdict for 1 creature. It looks like that's what it is. Okay. Works for me. Come on, Blood Moon. No. Let's put this to hand, I guess. I'm just going to Lightning Bolt them. This could be a mistake, but... I mean, I guess now I could go after the Teferi, considering that they've weakened it substantially. Memory Deluge. Or, oh, Shark Typhoon, okay. And also Firebolt that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't care yet. Man, I'm so mana screwed. They are so down to 5 though. Maybe we don't want shenanigans, I don't know. Jeez, it's about time. Oh, this is getting countered. I know that for sure. Or destroyed or whatever. Solituded. Or supreme verdicted. As the case may be. Just try to be mana efficient. Man, I wish we had Firebolted their face instead of their Teferi. Memory D, lose, memory D, lose, memory D, lose, lose. Memory D, lose, memory D, lose. Oh yeah, memory D, lose. think I'm gonna just Lava Dart now. While I maybe can sneak this through. Dang it, I'm playing with fear. But I don't think they would give us the respect to outright remove this, but I think we're kind of just playing for inevitability here. I'm just going to try to juice up Swiftspear. Yep, wasn't realistically expecting that to resolve. Alright, sure enough, that hand was a little bit suspect. So I think we're going to take out Shenanigans and put in the Lava Darts. Although we might just want to put in the Mishra's Baubles back in. So tired of... Yeah, I don't... Mishra's Baubles back in, right? I'm not going to put in the Relics. I think that's just overkill. Come on, Azorius control. This hand, I can do better. Yeah, this is definitely better. I like Firebolt, but I think... I would like to put that in the graveyard, but I need to be able to hit my land drops. See, if I would have known that, I should have just put it in the graveyard. But like that last game, we went so long without drawing another land. Dang, I didn't really want that. And they're living life on the edge, aren't they? We're disguising the last land in our hand for a little bluff. Although maybe we should have attacked with Bugbear instead of trying to disguise it. Well, it's Supreme Protect. Okay, they need another Solitude. Or trophy number 1, finally this season. Holy crap, and it's with the budget version. Finally! Finally I get the first trophy of the season. Oh! Oh my goodness. Nice, man. This deck is sweet, actually. Just because it's budget doesn't mean it might not actually be the best. Mostly, I don't know. This is fun, and this first trophy. Oh man. Okay, post league wrap up. Post league wrap up. Yep, that's yeah. Considering that we got a trophy, I don't really know that there's necessarily any changes I want to make. Not that we should make a change, just because we lose a match. Sometimes it's our gameplay that we have to critique. Honestly, I was not really too inclined to make any changes from the previous league. It honestly just kind of came to me in a flash, the idea of like, hey, we could actually cut Soulscar Mage like we did in the past, for maybe Bonecrusher Giant. That way I could maintain a high count. That way I could maintain the Sealed Fire and also play Firebolt and also play Bonecrusher Giant. I thought, wow, well, you know, we're already experimenting with just Abbot as the Prowess creature in the companionless version, and already, you know, just having that seems to make the deck feel Prowess-like enough. So maybe having 8 Prowess creatures will still make the deck feel Prowess enough. I mean, heck, a lot of Prowess decks in the past effectively only played 8 Prowess creatures, Soulscar and Monastery Swiftspear. And yes, Bedlam Reveler sometimes was in the mix in the really old Prowess list, but it's not like a true Prowess creature because usually it doesn't come down until later in the game. So it's not usually winning games very quickly. I mean, it is a Prowess creature, but it's kind of not. I mean, it's not like an early Prowess creature, let's put it that way. So yeah, I mean, this time we have 8 Prowess creatures, although it's Swiftspear and Abbot. Yeah, I mean, the cool thing about the previous list was that Abbot was basically guaranteed to hit something that could be cast for 1 mana, including Light Up the Stage if you can pay the Spectacle. Now we'll have 8 cards that cost 2 mana, another Abbot itself, and Bonecrusher, meaning if you cast your first Abbot, it'll be 7 cards in your library you could hit that cost 2. It's not that bad, actually. Yeah, it's not that bad, and that means, you know, when you have access to 4 mana, you're basically never going to miss with Abbot, which is always cool. And yeah, I think yeah, I'm not sure what else to say. I mean, we obviously we didn't win every single match, but I mean, it did feel like we were pretty solidly favored against basically all the control decks we faced. Yeah, we just the mix of early pressure plus late game value seemed to be very good. Sometimes Seasoned Pyromancer helps against those matchups, but you know, I think even better is just really quick beats. And Den of the Bugbear obviously is insane. Den of the Bugbear is so insane for this deck that it is, you know, there was some serious consideration to, you know, putting Blood Moon back in the main, like say instead of Seal of Fire, and then bring up more sideboard space. Of course, you know, Blood Moon can't put itself in the graveyard as easily as Seal of Fire, but it does just give free wins here and there. There certainly is some consideration to that, but there are matchups like Black-Red, Prowess that sometimes don't get hit by Blood Moon. We don't really have a way to discard it from our hand when it's bad, like the other versions of this deck, the more mid-rangey versions like the Companionless or the Obosh versions. We don't have Seasoned Pyromancer, we don't have Valakut Awakening. We don't have Valakut Awakening for 2 reasons. It's not necessarily budget. I mean, it is. It's like about $5-6 a pop, I think, last time I checked. So it's not like, I mean, it's cheaper than Mishra's Bauble, but it also, the fact that it also kind of conflicts with the all-in speed kind of strategy also makes me kind of figure it's probably not worth it. It's also just kind of more of a grindy type card. You know, this deck would, if this deck plays a modal land, probably Spikefield Hazard would be more its jazz, because it also triggers Prowess triggers a little easier. But I don't think we would necessarily want to tap land, period. So yeah. So anyway, so there's a number of reasons why this deck, since it's trying to go for pure speed, is not necessarily going to play something like Valakut Awakening anyway. It's definitely, it cannot play Seal of, I mean, it cannot play Seasoned Pyromancer, both because it's not budget, but more importantly, it conflicts with Jegantha. It's also kind of more slow and prodding. Very good slow and prodding card, but it's still a little more slow and prodding. And this deck's going for max speed. So just, you know, for a lot of different reasons, that's why I kind of gravitated towards moving Blood Moon back in the side. It's just good enough where you could probably get away with main decking it. But, you know, this deck seems to have a strong enough game 1 anyway, that I don't think we necessarily need Blood Moon in the main. And that means that, you know, for the first time in a long time, we have a deck that basically has no dead cards game 1. You know, we could play, what's it called, Unholy Heat in the mix as well, but I think honestly this configuration is probably better. Unholy Heat doesn't even always one-shot Murktide, which is one of the reasons to consider it in the first place. Although not gonna lie, it could be better than Firebolt, but you know, but that also makes it so that they're, you know, like against control. I guess it can one-shot the Planeswalkers, but sometimes you just really need to go face. So anyway, that's the only consideration I think I'm thinking about this time, is if I want to, you know, reach for Unholy Heat. But just because it's a good card doesn't always mean we have to play it. And this is the one version that I think can accommodate Unholy Heat. The other versions, I don't think we hit Delirium consistently enough. But this version, we could definitely play Unholy Heat. But again, I think the ability to go face is going to be more important on average. Oh, excuse me. There are, of course, very few decks that Unholy Heat misses against, because most control decks put Planeswalkers. But I do just like, you know, but not all of them necessarily do. And like that Bant Wilderness Reclamation deck, I'm not sure if there was a Jace in that one or not. I don't think all of those decks play Jace. Some don't. I don't think they play. Some don't play any creature, any Planeswalkers. Some don't play any Teferis either. I think maybe some do. Maybe Teferi is too good for any control deck to pass up. But I do know there's some control decks that don't play Planeswalkers, and I know that some combo decks don't play Planeswalkers, and especially against combo, it's very important that all our burn can go face. So anyway, I did not feel like I necessarily needed to make any changes this league. I love Firebolt. I've always loved Firebolt. I've always loved it ever since Odyssey. It was literally in all my red decks back since I basically first started playing Magic, when, you know, during Odyssey block. Seriously, Firebolt was like me, my friends, everybody, like, we had nothing bad to say about Firebolt. Other than that, we wished it was an instant. But since at the time Shock was the standard, it couldn't be. Today, it could probably be printed as an instant. It wouldn't be like too overpowered. But really, for the most part, no complaints about Firebolt. It does what it does exactly what's advertised. So anyway, all right, let's see if we can replicate this. But hey, first trophy of the season, nice. Also, wasn't it surprising that we took down the Murktide deck? Well, hey, we'll take it. So we'll see. Maybe sometimes the best defense is indeed a good offense, and maybe we can race. Maybe we can race decks like that. All right. Anyway, until next time, take care, everybody.